85% of affairs start at
Workplace,
work.
baby.
1 in 5 employees confess to being unfaithful with a colleague. And I was sitting there processing this, and I was truly stunned. I had never looked at that data. And so it was just brand new to me. I thought, my goodness, that's high. And so here was the thought that hit me in the room, and I'm going to hit you with it.
Okay.
When does risking not just your marriage and your relationship with your kids, but your job?
Yeah.
We're talking about this feels like a massive risk.
Yeah.
In other words, having an affair outside of work may or may not affect your job in certain places.
Sure.
And a lot of places, if you are having an affair with someone at work, boy, you create a real weird dynamic. What does the leader do? I mean, it blows it up. What is going on in somebody where 1 in 5 people are saying, yeah, I've been unfaithful with a colleague? They get to the point where they have to know that's risky, but they just go, I don't care. What's going on there?
So we've created the loneliest generation in human history, and we've taken that to our homes, and we've asked our spouses to be everything. They have to be co-earners, co-parents, co-house runners. You have to be hot until you're 95 and still sleeping together. You have to like the same things, go to the same things, eat the same things. No human being can bear the weight that unskilled modern marriage is putting on a single person. And so what you have is 2 people who are good at co-managing the house. I'll get Little League practice, you get this, I'll make sure we call the plumber, I'll get the trash out. And you have absolutely no shared purpose or building anything together. And life becomes so quick and so fast. And then I go to work, and me and you and 2 amazing women are working together on a project that's going to help 10 million people. Now we have shared purpose. We're talking about how we feel about things. We have a goal. We have metrics. I'm spending more time with her or him than I am with my spouse.
That's right.
And the time we're spending together is rich. We're laughing, telling jokes. Oh my gosh. Of course it happens at work.
Right. Because you're not getting it somewhere. And so now all of a sudden you start to project that and you might actually get it from another unhealthy worker. That's what I'm hearing. Because my point is we know that that's a risk, and yet we still go, I just feel so good.
Doesn't matter. It's
because
oxygen.
of the intoxicating.
It's oxygen.
Right.
It's oxygen.
Yeah.
How many of us go home and we pull into our street?
Yeah.
And you just
right.
Right?
Right.
And so it's worth everything.
It's all positive at work.
It's worth everything.
I'm picturing this.
But even when it's negative, y'all are negative together.
Right.
It's y'all 2 versus the boss. It's y'all 2 versus the customer.
Right.
It's y'all 2 versus the salesman.
Right. And by the way, everybody's got their makeup on.
And
everybody
they only get
pretty good.
That's right. That's right.
We're smiling, we're joking, we're flirting, whatever.
They don't see your snot rags by the bed. They don't see you not flush the toilet. They don't see any of the stuff that makes you you. Right?
It feels like when I saw this data, John, I guess that's what I'm asking. I don't want to be judgmental, and I'm not judging, but I'm wondering, because what I want to get to is how do we guard against this? You know, I was raised in a world where it's like you never ride in a car with a woman that's not your spouse. I was raised in a world like you don't have a meeting in a room with a closed door, you know, like all those things. And thankfully, Dave and I are exactly the same on that, but that was drilled into me.
Gotcha.
That seems insane to a lot of people. And I will tell you, there will be people who watch this and it will immediately create conversation, which I'm fine with. Yeah. But then when we get back to the data, we have got to guard ourselves to the point that if I find a female coworker attractive, I have got to put a boundary up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Agree or disagree?
I think for me, I get those boundaries are great and they're good. I think everybody has to check themselves wherever they happen to be. And I think we've hit the pendulum really far in unsafe ways, right? Or not, I don't say unsafe, but it's not smart. It's not smart. If you're attracted to somebody, don't go to lunch with them, right? Those are some low-hanging fruit things.
Right.
For me, I think that's symptomatic of if me and my wife are building something together and my chief purpose is here, then work becomes a thing I do. And you become an amazing, beautiful woman, and you become an amazing, attractive. Like if this guy right here walks into any room I'm in, I'm going to feel safer. He's handsome. He's humongous. He's
Got a
got
great
great
jaw.
muscles.
Great jaw, yeah.
I'll just feel safer, right?
Right.
And so I think to not believe that's real is me not telling myself the truth.
Right.
It is, right? The other side of it is it doesn't impact me in any way because what I'm building is here. So I think you can build these things, and I think they're wise and important, and everybody's got their different boundaries. This is where I wish more people focused.
Right. Well, you got to have a healthy. That's right. However, I just want to point out that there's no question there's some unhealthiness going on, and so now it's medication. Yeah. But I also think we could all do ourselves a favor. I'm speaking on behalf of guys.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be shocking to everybody what I reveal right now, but I have no idea what it's like to be a woman. So, but I do know what it's like to be a guy. And as a guy, I don't care how healthy my relationship is.
Yeah.
Guys are guys.
Right.
We're simple creatures.
Yeah.
And a woman can be completely innocent in anything she says or does.
Right.
But as a dude, if she's attractive to you, you can misunderstand it and act like adult.
Yes.
And
well,
that's
I think nowadays that's flipped too, right?
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
Again, I'm only speaking.
Sure, yeah.
I'm only speaking as a dude here on that. So I think it's really important, but I think that this is scary stuff.
Yeah.
And people are blowing up their life.
I think you recognizing that or calling that out is, I think, it's the most important thing. And working back, like, it blows up everything.
Everything. And
divorce has become so common. I can't tell you how many calls I take on weekends and at nighttime. Somehow somebody got my cell number and they call and we talk. Like, I'm 3 months into divorce proceedings. I had no idea it would hurt this bad. I didn't no idea that my kids won't look at me. Yeah. I didn't no idea that I have to make this choice now. And I don't get to see my daughter 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And so it happens so much that we think it's just routine.
Right.
And I think understanding how tragic, how devastating divorce is, and you're going to get a bunch of comments on this that are like, it was the best thing that happened in my house. It wasn't.
No, I agree with you.
When people ask, like, should we stay together for the kids, even though, like, no, fix your marriage.
Yeah.
Go back and have that conversation. Yeah. I just don't, you can't, like, fix that.
Yeah.
Right? As though it's some foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
And then the other side of it is you'll blow up your career.
Yeah.
You will be the man or woman who, I can't trust you if I can't trust you with that. If he can't trust you, how can I trust you, right? And I think we don't think through those things.
Yeah.
And so recognizing how devastating it is, then maybe the right boundary for you is, dude, I don't even go in the same room.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what happens. The whole thing blows up.